I like bunk and stuff. I will say this though. I wish a lot of people, I mean, this goes for like bunk, this goes for Aiden, this goes for a lot of people. I really don't like the debate bro mindset that people have with arguments on the internet. At first, I thought it was funny like a while ago, but I'm starting to get a little bit tired of it. Like not tired of debates, but just like the whole like, let's break this down fundamentally and jerk each other off about how smart we are and stuff, you know? It is starting to wear on me, I will say. Like, I like arguments where it's just like, let's just have a conversation and talk like people, you know what I mean? Debates like that are getting cringe. Yeah, they really are. I think the debate I just did with BX Bullet was good. It's not like debate bro. Like, I'm not coming in there like, I'm smarter than you and let's break down the fundamentals of shit. No, I'm just like, you fucking suck. And this is why. We need more debates like that. No one ever changes their minds. Well, yeah, but I just want people to like talk normally. That's really all I want. I don't want to be an intellectual. I just am. Exactly, dude. Unironically, though. Like, I don't want to tell everybody how smart I am. It should be obvious. I'm a fucking genius. When you watch the other debaters contrasting to the bros, you realize how gimmicky their rhetoric is. Well, it's almost like they're all playing the same character, right? If there was one person that had that type of character, right? Well, I mean, there was. It was Destiny. And then I think a lot of people, whether knowingly or not, they were like, I want to sound like him. Which is always really cringe. Like, just be yourself, you know? Just talk like you normally would in real life. Why do you have to put on a voice for YouTube? A lot of people ape Destiny. The weird part is a lot of the people that ape Destiny don't even like him. So it's like a lot of the people like on BreadTube despise Destiny, right? Because he's like a liberal and they're more extreme to him or something, I guess. I don't know. But it's like, they still try to talk like him, right? Augie's found understanding getting jumped in the middle of a casual convo usually sucks. That's not necessarily what I'm just talking about how people talk. Usually I don't get jumped though. That doesn't really happen to me. I respect Destiny a lot and what he's built, even though I don't always agree with him. I think he invented a pretty ingenious formula for content that a lot of people now, I mean, he basically invented he was like the first debate bro, probably. I don't think there's anybody before him, right? And so he spawned an entire community of people that, you know, it's like they despise him, but they want to be him, which is interesting. It's like an interesting dynamic that he's created. The performative, what do you mean shit is beyond obnoxious and a good sign you're not going to get anywhere productive in a combo. My thing is like, if you're going to act like you're the smartest guy in the room, you better damn well like have something to back that up, right? Because if you're just some fucking moron from the chat who comes into a call and is just like, okay, you dipshit dumb fuck, let's talk about why you're wrong. It's like, you better be pretty fucking smart, dude. You better have a pretty good argument. And whenever they just don't have a good argument, it's just like, okay, so you're acting like you're a fucking smart ass, but you're no better at this conversation than I am, or worse. So what are you even doing? Like, a fake sense of confidence is just fucking lethal when you're trying to have a conversation. Destiny needs to take responsibility for his bastard children. What do you mean, dude? It's not his fault that a bunch of cringe lords came and entered his fucking field. It kind of is. How so, though? That's like saying, like, if somebody's like a groomer in my community, it's my fault if I like platformed them previously or something. No, it's not. People are always gonna, if you're popular, people are always going to try to emulate your success, your speaking style, your content. What is he supposed to do about that? Destiny carried the water for them right up to the point they went after his money. But again, like you're not addressing my question. Like, how is he responsible for that? Because this almost seems like you're making, I don't know if you're saying this, but it seems like you're making the argument that like he deserves to get fucked with now because he created people that now go after him. That doesn't make any sense to me. Because he himself believes creators are responsible for their audiences themselves. That feels like a different argument though. Because he's saying creators are responsible for, like, if you say like, I'm assuming he means like if you say like racist jokes, then you're responsible if your audience becomes like racist or something, which I disagree with him on. But I feel like that's a different argument. Like, how is he supposed to avoid Vosh spawning, or Hassan spawning, or Xanderhall spawning, or any of these other people, right? That are like the clones or whatever. How is he supposed to avoid this from happening? By telling everybody in his audience, like, make sure not to become a streamer, because otherwise you'll be annoying as fuck. Like, what was he supposed to do to avoid this? It's like, oh, hey, a lot of people are aping these mannerisms, but are being retarded with them. Maybe I need to reel it back. So, like, he needs to just stop making, like, debate bro content because people are gonna copy it. He just needs to play video games instead. No, just stop coming off as an insufferable asshole. Okay, I sort of see what you're saying. I don't know. I still disagree though. I mean, you can't be an asshole on the internet, otherwise other people are gonna be an asshole to you, I guess is what you're saying, which, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying, I guess. I don't know if I agree with that. But like, how do you, like, Destiny's never gone after somebody's like income or money, right? So how does, when he has a community that's now flags him because he gives a hot take they don't like, how is he like partially responsible for that? Like we're talking about, okay, so he's spawned a community that's now like pretentious and up their own ass. All right, that's one thing. But how is he responsible for the shit that they do, especially the shit that they do to him? Again, mind, I don't have the attitude of my responsibility to my audience. Destiny's flagged people on stream. Has he? I didn't know that. I think effective rhetoric also comes from being decently knowledgeable in what you want to talk about. Well, yeah, literally. I mean, if you're going to be pretentious, you have to justify it. Because if you're pretentious and you're also stupid, it's like the worst combination, right? Acting like you're a fucking smartass, but not knowing anything about what you're talking about, it's just like a recipe for making everybody around the room not like you, and rightfully so. I said this last stream, it's like the worst combination of character traits. That's why Hassan is like terrible, because Hassan acts like above everybody else, but he constantly has no fucking clue what's going on. And he gets frustrated when people point that out. Like he actually like freaks the fuck out when people realize that he's not as smart as he wants people to think that he is. Remember in that clip on the Raj show where he like fucks up explaining an argument, then Destiny comes on and explains it better, and there's people in the call that are like, thank God Destiny came and actually explained it. It actually made sense. And then he starts like screaming at them and stuff like that and losing it, having a fucking breakdown on stream, screaming at Raj and shit. Is he sensitive about it? Yeah, he's extremely insecure. I mean, he's so insecure. He'll like flag criticism, he'll downvote, he'll find threads that are negatively against him and then brigade his audience to take down like, or to downvote threads and to get them delisted. Like he just sucks so much. He's gotta be one of the worst people on the internet right now. And that's like some of the, like, he'll lie about JXC and say that Jay is like a Nazi who like went on the kill stream. And I don't think going on the kill stream makes you Nazi, but that didn't even fucking happen in the first place. And then the guy will bitch about misinformation and how important it is, or how important it is not to spread it. It's like, you spread misinfo all the time. You're like the worst example of it. I mean, can we just agree that like, out of the two cases of misinformation, right? Quote unquote, like COVID misinfo versus misinfo of somebody saying like they're a Nazi, I think the latter is probably more dangerous. It's directly dangerous, or at least potentially dangerous to like a specific person. So it's like, I would argue that the form of misinformation that Hassan engaged with, is at least in like one specific example, is like worse than the type of misinformation he preaches about constantly. This is the trap with politics, right? This is why politics is such a trap on the internet. If you get into politics on the internet and you start with simple topics, like let's say like culture war topics, right? Like you join politics and it's either let's bash SJWs or let's talk about how cringy conservatives are. Lol. Okay, that's easy content to make. The arguments are easy. The content is easy. It's low-hanging fruit on either side. It's simple. But eventually, your audience is gonna get tired of just like every day it's like, let's watch the new SJW. Let's watch the new conservative video. You know, like eventually your audience will be like, okay, we get it. They're cringy, whatever. Let's talk about something a little bit more substantive, right? And if you don't know jack shit about anything else other than culture war politics, you're screwed, because somebody else is gonna do that job better than you and make your content outdated or obsolete in comparison to who you're competing with. If you don't know anything about what the fuck you're talking about, you're screwed. So you better buckle down and be prepared to study up and read up and know what the hell you're talking about and expand your knowledge on specific and complicated issues. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to like survive off the same like repetitive, like this guy is cringe and my guy is awesome, that type of politics, right? I've seen so many people fall into this trap where they get into politics thinking it's easy. They're like, I love watching Destiny and Vosh, and now I get to fucking untrue political shit on specific topics and carry you into an infinity, but you will stagnate. I don't think so. I think you end up, I think the position that you stagnate at is not enough to be sustainable. Like you might stagnate and get a few thousand views in your videos, but like at that point, it's like, who cares? You're just preaching the same shit to the same group of people every day.